On October 16th, units of the Syrian army entered the city of Raqqa for the first time since 2014. The Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, have controlled the city since 2017, when they, with help from the United States, seized it from ISIS. The Syrian army reportedly established several observation posts in the area and continued deployment within the SDF-held area. According to pro-government sources, government troops are also preparing to enter the Omar oil fields. A day earlier, on October 15th, Syrian troops and Russian military police units started patrolling the contact line between Turkish-backed forces and the SDF near Manbij. On October 16th, US-led coalition forces withdrew from the Karab Ashk military base where dozens of US and French troops had been deployed. US-led forces burned the base in order to destroy equipment they were not able to evacuate. The Turkish army and Turkish-backed militants are developing their offensive on SDF positions. They captured 13 villages west of Tel Abyad and made another attempt to secure Ras Al Ain. According to pro-SDF sources, 49 Turkish-backed militants were killed in an SDF counterattack in the town. SDF units employed US-supplied military equipment. Pro-Turkish militants captured a Humvee armored vehicle near the town. There are also reports that the SDF and the Syrian army jointly recaptured the villages of Al-Aras, Al-Riyaniya, and Manajir from Turkish-led forces south of Ras Al Ain. Nonetheless, this was a tactical development involving Turkish proxies only. It is not likely that government forces and the SDF will carry out large-scale joint operations attacking positions of the Turkish army. The main reason is that such an attack may lead to a large-scale escalation in the region and even a limited open conflict between Syria and Turkey.
Программа 60 минут о самом главном. Уже не про путинизм, но, согласитесь, сильно приятно, российские солдаты взяли под контроль американскую базу. Представляете? Без боя. Никаких проблем ни у кого не возникло. База, разумеется, но все-таки не в Америке, в Сирии, тем не менее. Командование США так спешило убрать своих военных из той самой Сирии, что, уходя, американские чудесные солдаты успели прихватить с собой лишь оружие, личные вещи. Единственное напоминание о недавней принадлежности базы к Пентагону — это нецензурные, но любовные послания российской, нашей армии, оставленные российскими солдатами. Ну, в общем, там была еще жвачка, тоже брошенная, завтраки, обеды и кока-колу американцы оставили нам. Смотрите, как теперь выглядит американская база под нашим контролем.
Ярости, что палатки оставили, и кока-колу, главное его. И поэтому гром и молнии метает в Турцию, санкции против чиновников, пошлины на сталь 50%, Помпео вылетел туда, Пенс тоже прилетает к Эрдогану, чтобы он прекратил свою операцию. Эрдоган еще не решил, будет ли он с ними встречаться. То говорит, не буду я с ними встречаться, то говорит, все-таки буду. Но понятно, что санкциями его не запугать. Давайте посмотрим и обсудим.
Давайте.
Я вчера говорил с Трампом. Он сказал, чтобы мы объявили о прекращении огня. Но мы ни в коем случае не будем это делать. Я ему сказал, что мы также ни в коем случае не сядем за стол переговоров с террористической организацией. Пока операция не выполнит все поставленные цели, она будет продолжаться. Мы не беспокоимся о каких-либо санкциях. Наша цель ясна — удалить террористов на 32 километра от границы.
Они думают, что они могут управлять международной политикой введения санкций, но они не правы. Санкции — это не путь достижения результата в международной политике, исходя из общемирового опыта. На самом деле санкции усиливают страны, на которые они налагаются, и Турция не будет исключением. Цель Турции — сохранить территориальную целостность и политический суверенитет Сирии, но Анкара не допустит создания коридора для террористов у своих границ.
Как-то вы опять незаметно всех победили или нет?
Что?
Как-то мы всех победили, получается, Константин Федорович.
Ну, не надо, во-первых, торопиться праздновать. Во-вторых, хочу обратить ваше внимание на то, что, конечно, это большая победа, то, что мы захватили Кока-Колу на базе в Манбидже, но остается целый ряд очень серьезных нерешенных вопросов, в том числе и то, что на самом деле будет представлять из себя эта зона в 32 километра, о которой говорит Эрдоган, ограничится он в самом деле ей или нет. И самое главное, будет ли в результате этого, как мы видим на самом деле на практике, выведено население, которое там находилось и жило, и вместо него туда, как уже опять же декларировано, будут переселяться находящиеся на территории Турции беженцы. Очень много вопросов без ответа, при том, что по ходу операции возникают какие-то договоренности, они носят в каких-то случаях тактический характер. Мне бы хотелось, чтобы сам по себе стратегический союз в регионе между Ираном, Турцией и Россией, он сохранялся. Вот в данном случае для нас, мне кажется, важно это. Для Турции важно, между прочим, и она это, в общем, доказывает, то, чтобы на границах с Турцией не было тех курдов, которые могли бы протянуть руку тем курдам, которые живут по другую сторону турецкой границы, и создать проблему, связанную с турецким и сирийским Курдистаном. Не совсем совпадающие цели у нас в этом смысле.
Мы про что хотели зафиксировать в первую очередь, что самая главная американская пугалка – это традиционная, санкционная. Абсолютно. Трамп уже устал перечислять те санкции, которые они вводят в отношении Турции. И это мы продолжаем иметь в виду та история, которая развернулась после их приобретения наших С-400, в том числе имея в виду и угрозы, чтобы Турция вообще навсегда покинула НАТО. Но санкции не работают, это во-первых. А во-вторых, абсолютно все западные средства массовой информации, которые не имеют к нам вообще сейчас никакого, разумеется, отношения, пишут о том, что в результате хитрого немыслимого плана Путин всех побеждает. Да, разумеется, главное достижение не Кока-Кола. Но, тем не менее, это американская база. Они сбежали, Трамп только что делает заявление, ничего страшного. Для нас это новый стратегический вывод. Ну и ладно, мы покинули, пусть будут там русские. Есть возможность? Давайте.
Каждый игрок там ненавидит исламское государство. Все, с кем мы разговаривали. Сирия ненавидит ИГИЛ больше нас. Россия больше нас. Мы были там и сражались с исламским государством. Но они там тоже присутствуют, сражаются с исламским государством. Они могут с этим разобраться, и им следует разобраться. В регионе достаточно стран, имеющих силу и ненавидящих исламское государство так же сильно, как мы. Я думаю, что у нас теперь очень хорошая стратегическая позиция. Мы вывели с севера Сирии всех своих военных, 50 солдат. Намного меньше, чем 50 солдат. И теперь они в безопасности.
Трамп сбежал.
Да, на самом деле меньше, чем. Но это не важно. Вывели, мы пришли.
Мы пришли, сбылась влажная мечта российских имперцев. Американцы все оставят целым, нетронутым и уйдут, а мы заедем в сытую, пустую, благоустроим Америку и будем жить счастливо. Превратим ее в русский мир. На самом деле, что происходит? Я могу понять, когда Россия, я вижу хорошо, когда Россия воюет с халифатом, с исламистами в Сирии. Это отчасти наша война, хотя бы потому, что только по последним заявлениям, только из России не менее 5,5 тысяч боевиков от нас ушло, не считая бывшего Советского Союза, и 2 подряд министра обороны халифата были: один из Панкистского ущелья Грузии, русскоговорящий, другой полковник таджикской милиции, тоже русскоговорящий. Но сейчас, перейдя Ефрат, мы из войны с терроризмом влезли в конфликт турецко-курдский, который идет десятками лет. Это чужая война, не наша война. Мы не можем найти там ни одной страны, куда пойдем. И да, мы с Турцией, скорее всего, и надеюсь, что так и есть, договорились, а говорили какие-то красные линии.
А что вы имеете в виду, когда говорите, что мы куда-то влезли? Турция начала операцию. Российская Федерация к этому
наши войска, наша бронетехника
позвонил Путину. Пен позвонил Эрдогану. Выбирая, с кем сотрудничать, Эрдоган выбирает Россию.
И курды выбирают Россию.
И курды выбирают Россию, а также курды, которые сильно, старательно дружили с американцами, но тоже, вы видите, как бы остались у разбитого корыта.
Потому что сейчас в этом регионе разъезжает вперемешку на тачанках 100 тысяч вооруженных, слабо управляемых людей, которые очень сильно друг друга не любят.
Там уже есть российская военная полиция на так называемой линии разграничения, и там ничего не происходит.
Асадовцы сцепятся с протурецкими боевиками, они люто ненавидят друг друга, а между ними окажутся наши солдаты. Что мы будем делать?
Я еще раз вам говорю, американцы сбежали, приехала русская военная полиция, вот сейчас видите эти карты, и тишина, тишь да гладь. А из 5 тысяч боевиков и террористов, про которых вы говорите, 4000 уже
Продолжат
на другом
под нашим
свете.
кровом воевать.
Представляете?
Что нам делать?
Давайте
Нам
на-
воевать вместе с ними, с турками?
давайте
Или нам
на-
разоружать делать?
Кричать
Наша
караул и
задача сейчас
наложить
не воевать,
на
а примирить.
Можно?
А примирить.
А наши выгоды просто.
Слушайте, ну давно вот так никто не унижал американцев. То есть вы на полном серьезе сейчас нам заявляете,
Видели? Да.
что басмачи
Бегство, да. Как из Южного
победили
Вьетнама.
американцев, да? То есть, значит, там, по-моему, у них какой, сказать, 17 век, да, сейчас на мусульманском календаре, и Америка, страна 21 века, позорно бежит. Вот, ну потому что там 100 тысяч разъезжает
Потому
по
что там
тачанкам.
адок
Вы
начинается.
это сказали?
А мы в него залезаем.
Ага, понятно. Мы никуда, кстати, не залезаем. И что вот так вот скромно? Да, мы действительно, слушайте, я последний раз такую ситуацию, ну, по-моему, наблюдалась во Вьетнаме. И не случайно надписи видели? СССР.
Американцы.
Чтобы вы понимали, для американца нет разницы между Россией и СССР, да? У них и Сталин
Бегство
русский,
из Сайгона,
чтобы
я не
понимали.
спорю.
Так вот, когда они, СССР, именно СССР, и вот когда они, кстати, между прочим, уезжали, сказать, вернее, бежали из Южного Вьетнама, они же тогда тоже побросали, вот посольство, да, они побросали огромное количество союзников. Люди бросались на стены, кричали:
Да,
заберите нас в Америку, и плюнули на всех, да, и, сказать, уехали моментально, если было не надо. Все почему? Потому что вот такие вот союзники, да, это для них как тараканы, да. Все, вот нам здесь сейчас
тараканы.
неинтересно, а вас бросаем на погибель.
Ну, нам это что
собственно,
дает, кроме
происходит?
торжества?
А нам это интересно, потому что это регион ключевой, где формируются цены на энергоносители, да? Вот это главное, и вот это вот блестящая вишенка на торте, это вот визит в Саудовскую Аравию, да? Вот это вот просто лучшего, вот нельзя было придумать.
Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, who are teaching the truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakians out there on the four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth. Braka the Yahweh, Braka the Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Brakatam. So, while you got the distraction news going on, you know, PG&E cutoffs happened last week, and a lot more happening towards the mark of the beast as well, the RFID implant this week. But you're being distracted by the so-called impeachment trials, you know, so, you know, the real shit that's going on, such as, you know, Gomer invading Syria. Well, on the top of the hour, President Bashar al-Assad to al-Fahd, Erdogan's regime aggression on our country is blatant invasion to which Syria will respond. And if you hadn't noticed, though, that the Syrian Arab army has been moving into a lot of those places that was originally occupied by the United Snakes. And, of course, now the Kurds have real protection from the Syrian Arab army, who is now taking control. You see, this war could have been over a long time ago, and they would have had the protection of the Syrian Arab army had they not made a deal with Esau. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad received on Thursday Iraqi National Security Advisor Fallah al-Fahd, who conveyed to him a message from Iraqi Prime Minister Abdul Mahdi. The message concentrated on means of developing relations between the two countries and promoting the standing cooperation between them to higher levels and broader domains, whether in issues of combating terrorism or in security of borders, in light of recent developments in addition to the economic cooperation and opening border crossings between Syria and Iraq. And of course, if you hadn't noticed lately, a lot of the refugees have been fleeing into Iraq as well. So, you know, the two countries are actually trying to meet with each other, you know, to deal with the problem, which is Turkish aggression, aka Gomer and all his bands. Talks during the meeting dealt with the situation on the regional and international arenas, as President Bashar al-Assad affirmed that external greed in countries of our region has never stopped throughout history, adding that the Turkish criminal aggression launched by Erdogan's regime on our country comes in the context of this greed, whatever it has raised of false motives. So it is a blatant invasion and a clear aggression to which Syria has responded in more than one place through striking its agents and terrorists, and Syria will respond and confront it with all its forms in any region of the Syrian territory through all available legitimate means. Al-Fahd, for his part, underlined that both countries are going on in their joint work at various levels to realize the interest of the Iraqi and Syrian brotherly peoples and achieve security and peace in the two countries. So in other words, they know that the United States was never there to help, but rather to aid and protect the terrorists. And it's also on Press TV. Syria will respond through all legitimate means to Turkish aggression. And again, this is probably a good portion of what I already read, but President Bashar al-Assad says the Damascus government will respond through all legitimate means available to the ongoing offensive by Turkish soldiers and allied Takfiri militants against Kurdish forces in the northern part of the war-battered Arab country. So in other words, you see how, there's a little bit different wording there, which is, why I kind of read from both Syrian Arab News Agency and Press TV. Because the Takfiri terrorists have always been protected by the United States. During a meeting with the visiting Iraqi National Security Advisor Falah al-Fahad in Damascus on Thursday, Assad said foreign schemes in the Middle East region have been foiled throughout history, and the Turkish criminal aggression launched by President Erdogan's administration on Syria fails within such plots. No matter what false slogans could be made up for the Turkish offensive in a flagrant invasion and aggression, Syria has frequently hit Turkish-backed proxies and terrorists in more than one place. Syria will respond to the assault and confront it anywhere within the Syrian territory through all legitimate means available, the Syrian leader said. The meeting, also attended by Syrian ambassador to Iraqi Satam al-Danda. Assad's remarks came after an unknown source in the Syrian Ministry of Foreign and Expertise earlier on Thursday strongly condemned the ongoing ground offensive by Turkish forces and their allied militants against Kurdish regions of the country. The source said the treacherous Turkish aggression is the outcome of the expansionist ambitions and illusions of Erdogan's regime, and it affirms that the regime is classified among terrorist groups to which it has provided all forms of support. The offensive deals a heavy blow to the efforts aimed at finding a solution to the crisis in Syria. It makes, therefore, the Turkish regime lose its position as a guarantor of the Astana peace process, as its aggression completely contradicts the principles and decisions of the process. So, as you can see, though, again, we know that this blood spill is exactly what the United States wanted. So, fuckface Pence went over there, to deal with Erdogan, pretending that he disagrees. Well, they agree. Hey, they really agree, Hey, why not? They've done this before. Because remember, Saddam Hussein was their ally. And look at this, man. The so-called Operation Desert Storm ended after a deal between Iraq and the United States, because Saddam Hussein was still their ally. They only used Saddam Hussein as a puppet to attack Iran. Turkish language CNN Turk television news network said Turkey had rejected U.S. President Trump's appeal to reach a deal to avoid conflict in northeastern Syria, and his letter to Erdogan, dated October 9, was thrown in the trash. Well, of course, because you and I both know, though, that Turkey is calling the shots, and the United States just doesn't want to get involved, just like, President Bush did with, Saddam Hussein when he launched his war against the Kurds. On Monday, Trump imposed sanctions on Turkey over Ankara's military operation northeast of Syria and called for an immediate ceasefire. Yeah, well, the United States caused this war, make no mistake about it, and this is exactly what they had wanted, was instability. They never wanted the Kurds to unite with Bashar al-Assad. See, what makes Bashar al-Assad different than Saddam Hussein is Bashar al-Assad actually does want to protect the Kurdish people. Saddam Hussein launched a war against them, so that's the only difference with this betrayal. In fact, the Kurds were always better off with Bashar al-Assad protecting them, because he can actually handle Turkey. On October 9, Turkish military forces and Ankara-backed militants, which are the terrorists, launched a long-threatened cross-border invasion of northeastern Syria in a declared attempt to push Kurdish militants from the People's Protection Units away from the border areas, which you've seen them arming terrorist groups before they even went into Syria. because you've seen that on the RNU news reports, which are in a previous video that I forwarded. Ankara views the U.S.-backed YPG as a terrorist organization tied to the homegrown Kurdistan's Workers' Party, which has been seeking an autonomous Kurdish region in Turkey since 1984, which you and I both know that was never going to happen to begin with. But it was a group that the United States could exploit. That's how they led. The Kurdish-led administration in northeastern Syria says the Turkish offensive has killed 218 civilians, including 18 children, since it started. The fighting has also wounded more than 650 people. Turkish authorities say 20 people have been killed in Turkey by bombardment from Syria, including 8 people who were killed in a mortar attack on the town of Nazaman by YPG militants on Friday. And here's more. Turkey's Syria incursion displaces over 300,000 monitor. So, it looks a lot like Desert Storm did. The only difference is now the Kurds, are actually going to who they should have gone to, which is the Syrian Arab Army. Turkey's offensive against Kurdish-controlled areas of northeastern Syria has displaced over 300,000 people, a report says. Ramil Abdul Rahman, head of the so-called Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, said on Thursday that the rise in the number of people forced to flee was due to a fresh wave of displacement over the past few days from around Tal Abad and Kobane and in Hasakah province. He said that the most displaced people tried to move in with relatives in safer areas. Some were sleeping rough in orchards and others in some of the 40 schools that have been turned into emergency shelters. On Thursday, the 9th day of the onslaught, Turkish forces heavily pounded areas in the border town of Ras Al Ain. The UK-based group said that the Turkish forces had control over half of the Kurdish town. There have been intensive airstrikes over Ras Al Ain over the past 3 days, Abdul Rahman said. So anyways, this is kind of what it looked like when the Syrian Arab Army had taken control of some of these areas. They were happy to see the Syrian government because they're the only ones that are going to protect the Kurds. The United States was never protected the Kurds to begin with. They were always going to exploit them as a means to stay in Syria. In the meantime, Syrian government forces are expanding their presence in the northern cities to prevent the Turkish army from gaining grounds. The troops have entered several cities and towns which are under the control of the Kurds, sending a wave of delight across the region. They're happy now because they finally got real protection from someone that actually really does care about them. These pieces of shit, the red Hebrew Edomites, don't give 2 flying fucks about them, but Bashar al-Assad actually does. Unlike the way it was with Saddam Hussein back then. Because they had it the worst, man. Turkey was firing on them and Iraq was firing on them back then. But actually, these leaders actually care about their people. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said on Thursday that Germany would not deliver any weapons to Turkey under current circumstances. So this is what's leading to the beast hating the whore. Adding that she had urged Turkey several times to end its military offensive in northern Syria. So you see how Gomer and all his bands and the EU are now all starting to break apart, but they all have one thing in common. They hate the whore, Babylon the Great. In recent days, I have strongly urged Turkey to end its military operation against the Kurdish military, and I'm stressing that again now. Merkel told Germany's lower house of parliament in a humanitarian drama with huge geopolitical efforts, so Germany will not deliver any weapons to Turkey under the current conditions, she added. So again, pretty much, man, the allies are all turning against each other. Ankara views the U.S.-backed YPG as a terrorist organization tied to the homegrown Kurdistan's Workers' Party, PKK. Again, you and I both know that what's happened, though, is that they've turned to the rightful government of Syria. Developments led the Kurds to reach out to the Damascus government for support, reaching an agreement with Syrian troops to enter towns near the border with Turkey. And see, this is the news that's blocked out by the so-called impeachment trials, the news that they don't want you talking about. But, the alternative media, it's here. So that's what's going on in Syria, the news they don't want you talking about.
Shalom. Barakatay Hawashai. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles. Shalom to the elect in 1/3 and death to 2/3. So like I don't have very much time at all, but this is just really quick. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And the reason why this is here is, as most brothers know, a lot of pages are getting taken down, and this could be the start of it. I mean, it is the start of it, because they're removing videos from, years ago. Our other account, Great Millstone Northwest, the first one, it's now getting like a strike a day on videos that are old as hell, even though the site, that page has been dormant for so long. I've only just now, I figured, well, maybe I could just use it for the live stream and upload a couple of videos here and there. And, well, that's about to get taken down. So, we're all experiencing it, and it's just part of what needs to come. And people are going to have less and less of an excuse, because while they had time and availability to this word, it's been taken away. But anyway, I got to go back. Like I said, this was just going to be a quick video. And until next time, shalom.
Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. Alright, again, call halal to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. And shalom to the Akim, pushing this truth to sincerity on the streets, on the highways and the byways as we were commanded to. And to, to the Akwath, the sisters, and the believers and the subscribers to this truth and this faith and this hope. Alright, and you see this here? YouTube outages. YouTube outages. Ain't deprives. Salat. YouTube outages deprives Anguish users of the ability to comment and like videos. Fellow recommendations. These YouTube outages will be permanent one day. We not gonna have YouTube forever. We not gonna be able to put videos up on YouTube forever. Which is why we gonna have to get it while we can. Which is why we gonna have to eat it up. Watch as many videos as you can. Eat the roll up. Know what I'm saying? This, you gotta pay attention to little things like this. Know what I'm saying? Because one day you go on YouTube and it's not gonna work. You go on YouTube to go watch some videos, ain't gonna be no videos there. They already constantly taking down brothers' channels. Constantly. Over silly shit too. Over old ass videos. Over some simple used words, which is why you gotta be careful with the terminology you use, over certain comments, but the point is, the outage of YouTube is gonna be permanent one day. And you know what that falls in? That falls into being a famine of the word. Because one day, people want to go and find this truth, and this truth, you ain't going to be able to find it. Because those doors of repentance is going to be shut. And the elect is going to be sealed. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord. It's gonna be a famine of the word of the Lord. It's gonna be a famine of this. It's gonna be a famine of this truth. You ain't gonna be able to get it like how you can right now, because people gonna have questions once shit hits the fan all the way. But it's gonna be too late then. They gonna be looking, what's going on? Why it's happening? They're gonna be looking for those men that was out there on those streets holding Bibles and signs with curtains and dresses on. They gonna be looking for us then. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. They go wander from sea to sea, and from north even to east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. They're not going to be able to find it. This is low-key big news right here, because these outages is only the beginning. You know, the same with it be outages with the social media too. One day you go try to get on social media and social media not gonna work. You know, because the truth, there's multiple different platforms for the truth to be on. You know, the truth, you can find it on social media, you can find it on the internet, but you know, mainly YouTube. YouTube is where the video's at. You know, YouTube is where you could eat up a lot off of YouTube. You can learn a lot on YouTube. You can watch a lot on YouTube. There's videos being put up every single day. But once that platform is taken away, and videos is not going to be able to be put up no more. And you ain't gonna be able to go get your fix, or you ain't gonna be able to go watch your videos, which is why you gotta eat this roll up right now while you can. You gotta watch as many videos right now as you can. And you know, and I'm not saying that just to say it, because I myself, I gotta watch as many videos as I can. I gotta eat up this roll as much as I can. I gotta learn as much as I can, because the scripts say knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability at our times. You know, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. You gotta get your knowledge up, man. Get your knowledge up. Get your eat on. Get your grind on. Build your faith and hope up through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because they're not playing. It's gonna get real out here, you know. But you know, brother, I can go check that article out, you know. But the point is, it said YouTube outage has taken out the comment sections and recommendations on videos, leaving many users with no choice but to make their own decisions on what to watch next. And you know, the truth, the videos of the truth be suggested, and in the recommendations, YouTube comment sections and recommendations algorithms were unavailable to some users on Wednesday, leaving them with no all-knowing algorithm to guide their viewing decisions. And for the men in this truth, we know exactly what this is saying. The recommendations and the algorithms, because for the men in this truth that watch videos on YouTube, other truth videos pop up in the recommendations area. Other brothers camp videos, Israelite camp videos, and etc. and so on and so on. But now they trying to take away that, because they trying to shun this truth and they trying to hide this truth to the best of their capability. You know, but you know, Akim could go check that out. You know, I just wanted to share that, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be a famine of the word. And YouTube YouTube outage is gonna be permanent sooner than later. So you know, with that, you know, call halal to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. Shalom to the Akim, Wada Akwaf, you know, the sisters, you know, the believers, the subscribers to this faith and hope, this truth. You know, again, call halal to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And America will be destroyed in World War III by fire in the near future, and the Lord is returning soon.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. Salutation all the arguments, twisted truth, no honesty and sincerity. All right. So I just want to come in a quick video. You know, make a quick video real quick. You know, about the famine of the word, man. Hey, that famine of the word is near, man. You know, a couple days ago or a day ago, you know, or the other day is Zach, you know, where, you know, Esau, you know, being the devil, man, you know, deleted Elder Gabar channel, man. You know, so, you know, there's a lot of other brothers video channels getting deleted, man. All right, so basically that famine of the word is coming. And you already know Esau don't like that we go live, man. All right, so, you know, Esau, you know, he losing, man. He about to cause something to happen, or he about to, you know, man, hey, these prophecies are coming quickly, man. But basically, man, you can tell, you know, Esau trying to do something to hinder this truth, man. All right, it's something big around the corner, man. All All right, so I'm just go ahead and get into the scripts, man. All right. So this Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but a hearing the words of the Lord." So yeah, man. So it's gonna be a famine of the word, man. So soon we ain't gonna be able to get on YouTube, click on our channels, go to the other Akim channels, and want to listen to the elders or the other Akim, man. We ain't gonna be able to do that, man. All right. So that's why it says study to show thyself approved, man. So you got to get this while you can, man. All right. And Daniel said, knowledge shall be increased. All right. So while knowledge is increasing, man, hey, man, you got to go get this truth, man. Because it's always what it's gonna be in that day, man. All right. It says, wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of thy tongues, man. All right. So that's why we got to get as much as we can and get as much in the spirit as we can, man. All right. We got to store as much faith as possible. All right. Even though the Lord said, have faith as a mustard seed, but hey, man, you want to continue to strive in the faith, man. Have faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right, nonetheless. All right. So, all right, this Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. All right. I'm sorry, 27. It said, "When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." So yeah. So, they're gonna seek the Most High early, man. When these 2/3, when our people get when that destruction come, or when the destruction hit this earth, mainly Babylon, man, people gonna be trying to call on Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, but it's gonna be too late. All right. It said they gonna start seek him early. All right, but they're not gonna find him, man. All right, they gonna call upon the Most High, but he not gonna answer them. He ain't gonna answer to their prayers or save them, man. All right. That's when the Lord gonna get the last laugh, man. All right, because they laughing at the men of the Lord on the byways and the highways. Our people don't give two damns about us being out there on the byways and highways, man. They just walk by like they don't see nothing, man. Only time they stop is when we got a confrontation with Esau. All right. So it's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the root of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shall not be to them a reprover." So yeah, so the Lord gonna make our tongue, as we dumb, man, have it cleave to the root of our mouth. To when that happen, it's like, you can't get your words out. So basically, man, it ain't gonna be no time to tell these 2/3 in the time we coming in. If they ain't got the truth, oh well, man. The Lord gonna make it where we ain't even gonna reprove them or talk to them, anymore, man. That's why he got brothers falling out, because this one never meant for them, man. This is the Lord sifting house, and he cleaning out, making, holding on to the men that's sincere about this, man. Anybody that ain't sincere is getting kicked out the way, man. All right, the Lord is spewing men out of his mouth, man. The Lord is spewing men out this truth left and right, man. All right. So yeah, man, the Lord gonna take that knowledge and understanding from people. All right. That's why in Psalms 51, man, we gotta constantly pray, man, that the Lord don't take his Holy Spirit away from us, man. Cause that's a serious thing, man. All right. So yeah, man. We gotta make sure we're walking in that straight and narrow path, man. All right. So let me get Daniel's. It's a lot. All right, it's Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." So yeah, man, so the book was sealed. But now, it's opening up again to the time of the end, man. All right, many shall run to and fro to seek knowledge, man. All right, knowledge is increasing, man. So people is getting this knowledge, man. Aki, I'm waking up left and right. All right. So yeah, man. So the book gonna get shut up again in the times of the refinement of the word, man. There ain't gonna be no more videos coming out here. All right, on the highways and the hedges. No more videos on the YouTube. All right. So hey, man. You know you gotta get it while you can, man. All right. This truth ain't gonna be here forever, man. You can't. That's why I say not to hold off day to day, man. You never know when the Lord might close up house, man. The Lord say He coming as a thief in the night. So he's sitting here, man, talking about, oh, I can wait. I got enough time to come into this truth. No, you don't, man. The time is now, man. All right. So yeah, man. You gotta take this serious. If you got the truth, all right. If you got the oil, man, you better use the oil what you got, man. All right. Don't hold on to your oil and don't use it, man. You're gonna end up losing it. The Lord ain't playing, man. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the fear of the Lord is your treasure, man. All right. You know, that's what a lot of followers didn't have, man. They didn't have true fear for the Lord, man. If you have real fear for the Lord, man, that's your treasure, man. All right. That's going to keep you humble in this thing, man. Because wisdom and knowledge is going to be stability of thy times, man. That's all we're going to have in this time of coming in. Wisdom and knowledge of this truth, man. All right. And if you lose it, you're going to be like them 5 foolish virgins. You're going to be asking for oil when the Lord return, man. But you ain't going to receive it. You're going to try to remember what you once knew. But, hey, you ain't going to, man, it's going to be a terrible time for these fallouts, man. Because they knew this. The Lord said it was better if you have not known. It was better if you just stayed that nigga in the world, man. Because you knowing that you knew this, and when it happens, you're going to feel that much more guilty and shamed, man. Like when the Lord said, you know, many shall call Lord, Lord, you know. But, hey, man, he going to turn his back on you, man. Said, you know, those that say, Lord, Lord, man, hey, you know, y'all not, you know, true followers of the Lord, man. All right. Because many people gonna call on the Lord, but it don't mean you're gonna receive salvation, man. All right. Because a lot of people, man, you know, they mouth speak of well of him, but they heart is far from him, man. All right. Even got men that know the names of the Lord, man, and still, you know, not really, you know, true believers, man. That's a scary thing, man. To actually know the names and not believe, that's a scary thing, man. All right. So yeah, man, we almost up out of here, man. All right, we just gotta keep on enduring, man. They say endure hardness is a good soldier, man. All right. So yeah, man. You know, trying to think if there's anything else I can get real quick. Let me see. I might get. Let me get Revelation 12 and 12. Yeah, man. Cause the devil about to come down, man. You can feel it, man. You can feel it, man. All right, this is Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. So therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So yeah, so the devil know he have but a short time, you know, Esau, you know, so he gonna come down with great wrath, man. And you know he gonna target mainly the men in his truth. All right, like Isaiah 59 and 19. All right, when the enemy shall come in as a flood, man, the Most High gonna lift up a standard, man. All right, the Lord gonna have his men back, man. All right. So yeah, man, you know, we just gotta have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. That famine, Hey, it's gonna be bad out here, man. It's gonna be just like a desert spiritually. People are gonna be thirsty for the truth, man. And that's when that glory of the Most High, that's when the Most High gonna glorify His men. All right, you know, people gonna be begging for salvation, man. You know, especially these women, man. They gonna be begging for a man of the Lord, man. You know, it might not seem like the men of the Lord are winning now, but hey, man, we're gonna win in the kingdom, man. All right. So with that being said, hope this is edifying and uplifting. All right, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the water for this truth, man. All right. So with that being said, Shalom.
So the greatest difference now between the way the United States left the Kurds back in 1991, again, is the difference in the leaders there. We know that Saddam Hussein was a puppet of the United States, and they didn't carry out getting rid of Iran. In fact, Iran became stronger because of the attacks from Iraq for the 8-year war. So Iran grew together as a people. They weren't destabilized at all, so they, pretty much falsified evidence against Saddam Hussein as a reason for attack by telling him he could go in and take Kuwait. Thus, after the war was over with, they left the Kurds to die, and Saddam Hussein led an onslaught to them. Well, Bashar al-Assad had nothing to do with any of that, and Bashar al-Assad had told the Kurds a long time ago that any deals with the United States would just lead to their onslaught. He had actually warned them about making such deals with the United States, that the United States is there illegally to begin with, and that they're no friend to you. But they didn't listen. But now they're listening. Now the Syrian government has actually come in and started reoccupying the places that were once occupied by the United Snakes and the terrorist groups. So Turkey's trying to hold on to that, because pretty much the U.S. pulled out. And we're glad that the U.S. pulled out, Thus, we know that the only terrorist threat in the whole world has always been Amalek via the United States and its proxies. So, Bashar al-Assad understands this. He knows he's been fighting a proxy war all along. And in the meantime, the mark of the beast is being pushed big time, Now what's happening with the prison system is that, pretty much those that are on the longer term sentencing are microchipped, and those on the shorter term are getting the temporary marks, very similar to the ones that, they give you tags when you go into the hospital. But they are getting tagged, no less, though, those that are incarcerated. The temporary ones are for those that are doing minimal sentences. But the longer term ones that are in the prison systems, they've already been chipped. And it's happening. He's causing all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And it's definitely happening in the prison systems. But they won't talk about that on the news. No. They want you to believe, though, that there's a coup. A coup to overthrow Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump is where he needs to be. They put him there for one thing, to destabilize the U.S. They have a plan all along to destabilize the United States as part of crash of the world economy, to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark. You see how this all plays together? So we go out there, we prophesy that, and the more of these things are popping off. So I'm going to get a few scriptures and look at some other things happening. But just keeping an eyes on Syria, Gomer and all his bands, and what's going on in the Persian Gulf.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim HaKodash Brakatham. Double honor to my apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the occupant of four corners, pushing his truth, sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. All right, it's a Tasma, another game, for the knowledge. And as you can see, the title, well, I haven't thought of an exact title, but it's referring to the Revelations, the 13th chapter, in the 10th verse, right? Now we had this Edomite devil, all right? He understood the scripture, man, and he ran. He reset the scripture to us, and I'm gonna show the clip. This is this past Saturday in camp. 10, 12, 19. All right. So this is this past Saturday. All right. And as we were speaking, this, Edomite devil, these devils, they think this is a joke. All right. They really think what we're doing is funny. It's something to mock at, something to laugh at, man. But it ain't funny, man. All right. All right. It's not going to be funny when we put chains on you Edomites, man. Okay. You so-called white people. All right. So-called. All right. Because you're really red. The real devil. All right. It ain't going to be fucking funny when we slap them chains on you devils, man. Okay? So anyways, when the devil showed up, he basically asked what this was about. And we got on him. We ain't sparing you devils' feelings, man. Alright? So I'm gonna play the clip and and you brothers and few sisters can see what happened and how this devil he ran because he understood it and he ran. Alright? So I'm gonna play the clip, get some scriptures, man. Alright? And close on out. Israel, see? So it's the difference between the nations. And then he called them the dogs. Okay, as representing the nations, man. And they shouldn't have nothing to say about the children of Israel, man. And you got these heathens scattered all the fuck around us, man. Alright? We got them all around us, man. What's going on there? The destruction of America.
No, the wickedness of the white man. You see slavery? See, the scripture said, he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints. Look at Revelations 13:9.
Okay,
because
I know the scripture a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna know a little bit more. Because, see, y'all think y'all got away with that. Nobody's getting away with that. See, the rich billionaires like J.P. Morgan and all these people have benefited from slavery and inherited that wealth and gave it to their children, while we suffer in the ghettos all throughout America, destroyed because we don't have lack of knowledge. I mean, we have lack of knowledge because the school systems failed us, and they was generated to fail us.
What was your best answer to that problem?
Oh, the scriptures.
The same thing. Listen, the same thing. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. It says, "If any man, 16, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go."
You should have kept going.
What does it mean? You know scripture. Read that again. Read that. That's exactly what it says. What does it mean? Yeah. When people cause a person to be in captivity, they will be captive. So,
perfect.
Will your people go into slavery? Okay, we understand. Well, come back. Hey, it is a righteous thing with the Heavenly Father to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Your race has troubled us, and you're gonna get it back too, dog. Hey, what happened to that? What happened to that boat with J.P. Morgan and the cocaine? I thought only blacks could hold drugs. Was that J.P. Morgan with that cocaine bus?
Yeah.
See?
Hey, if the water for the Chicago brothers to come out, man, they came out through the spirit, Yabashim Shy. But hey, so you can see it, man. Let me play that one more time, man. He understood it. All right, he re-quoted it, understood it, and he had to get the fuck up out of there, man. Which was beautiful, man. And the scripture just popped in my head too. Let me hold that on deck. Where is it at? Let's see. We ain't sparing no feelings of these devils, man. All right, we're supposed to. You got guys that talk crap about Great Millstone, right? How we always getting on the white man. Hey, we're supposed to get on this devil, man. And this scripture just came into play right then and there through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. You see, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. Those brothers was bold out there, man. We were bold out there through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. It was never heard of for young black men and young Mexican men to curse these devils out how we do it now, man. Now we had slave rebellions, granted, but the intense level on how we're doing it right now, you're the problem. You're the devil. You're the wickedness of the earth, man. They never had nobody face to face telling that like this time. That's how we know we are in great times, Akim. Rejoice. It's lucky. That's my alarm for work. The spirit had woke me up earlier than my alarm today, man, because this was on my spirit, man. But Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors, man. You see? No account of our labors. We built this godforsaken place up, man. All right, everything in the world. You had a black, Latino, North American, Indian, all right, or the scattered Israelites have created something and did and worked blood, sweat, and tears to build this place up, man, and still hate it. And when we say it into their face, you know, they got to run, you know. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him and made no account of his labors, man. And we were in great boldness, man, to that damn devil. See? Let's replay that one more time.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go. You should have kept going. What does that mean? You know scripture. Read that again. Read that. That's exactly what it says. What does that mean? Yeah. When people cause a person to be in captivity, they will be captive.
See, he said you cause a person to go into captivity, they will be captives, man. You know? Oh, another scripture just popped in my head, Isaiah. All right, I'm gonna get that.
Perfect.
Will your people go into slavery?
Woo!
Oh, come back.
Oh man, perfect. Hey, let me get what did I say? What did I say? Salakia, Isaiah 14. I'm gonna go back to that Revelation. You know, he basically quoted this scripture, Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And what is the land of the Most High? Israel, because we're going back. All right, we're going back, Israel, man. All right, you go. I believe it's Jeremiah the 30th chapter tells us how the Lord is going to set us in our own land, man, and that's what's going to happen. All right, we have faith in this. You see, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, and he's seen it. You know, he's seen it through the Spirit. He's seen it, and he had to flee. You know. And then he said, I got to go to my family. You see, oh yeah, go get your family, man. You know, and it's just like the story of Lazarus, man, when he wanted to warn his when he was in that tormented hell, he wanted to warn he wanted to warn his brothers on earth. No, man, you got the prophets to get out their judgment down here, man. You know, Lord willing, and you know what? We were going over that Lazarus story. If you brothers, you know, go back and watch, you know, around this time period, we were going over Lazarus, man. Okay? And the Spirit made him come up here. Yeah, I got to go to my family, man. The same thing that the rich man said to Abraham. You know?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go. You should have kept going. What does that mean? You know scripture. Read that again. Read that. That's exactly what it says. What does that mean? Yeah. When people cause a person to be in captivity, they will be captive. So,
Perfect.
will your people go into slavery? Oh, okay, we understand.
Hey, beautiful, man. Call on like how about Chanel shot, man. Because these devils got to pay. All right? They got to pay, man. All right? This is Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, okay, of the Israelites. We have patience through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, and our faith is that we're going to be the ones to slap the chains on our enemies, man. Okay? All right? Let me get payback is a motherfucker. Okay? This is Second Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that troubled you. Let's see what the word tribulation means. All right, let's go. tribulation. Oppressing, pressing together, pressure, okay, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits, man. Were we not in straits? Were we not in trouble, persecuted, burdened, anguish? Huh? Here's images of that. You had slaves, okay, and this is in Suriname, okay. This was a slave. Our brothers was um, rebelling, okay, and trying to get out of captivity, man. And when they got caught, they would get their limbs beat down and cut off, man. Let's read it. Okay? Hey, and this is how we know that those brothers at GMS, they're Israelites, man. You know? Just because they speak that tongue, that different tongue, you know, and people probably scoff against those brothers, man. You know? This is a Suriname. Hey, and when you go about and when you do the history on them brothers out there in Suriname, right? They had February the 23rd, I believe it was in 1767 or around that time period, right? These brothers, man. Around that time period, they had a rebellion from February the 23rd all the way to December, man. They were trying to get the fuck up out of slavery, man. You know? But it wasn't at that appointed time, but we're at this time now, man. Okay? These brothers is Judites, you know? But this was a slave revolt, okay? But going back to the point, man, the trouble, distress, and straits, was this not straits, man? Was this not straits? Come on, man. But they don't care about this. We go to another image, man. This is 8 disturbing images of instruments of torture used on black people, you know? Hey, man, now you look up them torture, man, hey, look up what they did to us, man, and meditate on it, you know? We know about the mask, you know? Put these images in your head, Akim, you know? Put these images in your head, man. It says, captured fugitives are forced to do the hardest and roughest work. They are ordinarily placed in chains and are led in groups through the city neighborhoods where they carry loads of sweet refuse in the streets. This type of slave is so frightful that while they have lost all hope of fleeing again, they think of nothing but suicide. They poison themselves. They poison themselves by drinking at one swallow a large quantity of strong liquor, man. You see? Or suffocate themselves by eating dirt or earth. In order to deprive them of this way of causing their own deaths, they put a tin mask on their faces. They mask as only a few narrow slit in the front of the mouth and a few little holes under the nose so they can breathe, man. So it got so hectic in hell, okay? This was a tactic to prevent them from killing themselves, man, because they wanted to fucking torture us, man. You know? And, you know, we can't, you know, it's against the scriptures to commit suicide. But when we go into it, those just demons, you know, spirits plaguing your mind. But through the state of torture, all you can do is want to kill yourself, man. And this was the tactic to keep them alive, man, for more torture, man. But these devils ain't gonna fucking pay. Are you serious? This, man. What is this? The neck collar, man. Alright? A metal collar was placed around the neck of captured Africans for months at a time to remind them of their wrongdoings. You wrongdid the children of the Most High, man. You know? You wrongdid us. The fuck is wrong with this devil? And then you got these coon ass niggas, man, who love who Uncle Tomahawks, man. Hey, them the worst people in the world, man. A sellout. Alright? What's that scripture, man? So this was injuries, man. Fucking devils, man. Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, they dealt with the Israelites rough, wickedly, man. And there's more different tactics that they've done, man. Different torture mechanisms, man. You know? Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. That's the real we got next. But it says because of unrighteous dealings, man. Alright? They dealt with us harshly, man. They wore out the saints of the Most High, man. Okay? Injuries. Is this not injuries? They'll cut off a limb. Alright? So you can bleed out and die. Or they'll make it a way where you don't die. Okay? Those are injuries, man. The riches got by deceit. They traded the slaves all over the world, man. And got riches off of us. Okay? By deceit. Okay? The kingdom is translated. What kingdom? This present day kingdom. Okay? An empire or a ruling authority class is classified as a kingdom. So this kingdom, America, okay, or Esau's kingdom, is translated from one people to another because of the wickedness that they've done to the Israelites. You see? This devil is, he's gonna go, man. Hold fast, man. Hold fast, Aki. Alright, hold fast. This is Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And we're found in this so-called white man's hand till this day. Alright? To this day. That word hand meaning yod, right? And I believe it means power. Yep. Strength, power. Side of land, part, portion. You know? Found in his hand, man. We're in this devil's hand, man. Labor. You know? So this devil, hey, they got a lot to pay for, man. Alright? And no mercy is going to be put on these devils, man. Let's get that. What is it? James. What is it? James 2, James 2:13, man. For he shall have judgment without mercy. You see? That hath shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. You think this devil is gonna have some type of judgment? I mean, mercy from Yahweh Shemal Shai, man, after the evil things that he's done to us, man? Hell no. All right. So hold fast, Akim. Hold fast. Hold tight. This devil, hey, the scripture says, the wicked flee when no man pursue. Okay. I believe it's Proverbs. Proverbs 21. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. This was boldness as a lion through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai. And he got the hell up out of that, man. But the Lord loves everybody, man. You know? Everybody can make it. Everybody can be delivered. What's going to happen to the people that did this? You know? What's going to happen to them? What's going to happen to the people that did all of this? Slavery. A global, they try to do a global genocide, man. You know? And they're in the works of doing genocide into the people, man. But the scripture says that the sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. Because the Lord wants us to, he's going to use us, all right, to get back at these devils, man. Okay? We're the battle axe of the Yahweh Shemal Shai. Okay, this is Ezekiel 35. Hey, the whole chapter of Ezekiel is bad. And Lord willing, I can get to do something on the whole chapter, but I just want to bring this out real quick. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Okay? And we know many variations of the sword that this devil has used, man. All right? Beginning with an actual sword, when Christopher Bone Cologne and his henchmen came and slaughtered the northern kingdom. All right? Did the same thing with Judah. You got the sword in the form of his technology now today. Okay. You got the vaccination that bugs the minds of the Israelite babies. You got the drugs. That's a form of the sword. Okay. These pills. That's their witchcraft. Okay. Hey, the form of the sword could be even their all that technology of theirs, man. Okay, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, man. Okay, so they put the sword to us. These devils did this. All right, that's why we call them the devil, because they take light. They take light of these things, man. And in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So it was a certain period of time where you had to release the children of Israel, man. And guess what? You went full throttle, man. Straight green light, man. No yellow. Never stopped. No red light. All right. You put the gas. You put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, and went full throttle. Therefore, as I live, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay? Thus will I make Mount Seir, which is Esau Edom, most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Okay? This is how we Mount Seir is talking about the so-called white man, the Edomites, man. All right? Most desolate. The Lord is going to destroy this place with thermonuclear fire, man. All right? And then he's going to be shooting laser beams out the chairs, which is known as the unidentified flying objects, man, which are the IFOs, because we know what they are, man. Those are the vehicles of the deliverance of the nation of Israel / the destruction of America and Israel. Okay? Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate. Now, this ain't referring to the land of Seir now today. It's talking about wherever Esau Edom is ruling. Okay? And they subscribe to Mount Seir, man. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think. It's in this book. Here we go. Okay. It tells you how the Romans, they knew that they were the Edomites, man. Okay. There's something in here, if I'm not mistaken. It said Mount Seir. No, this is okay. It says Edom is identified with Rome in Germany and other places in Europe. Rome was ruled by Caesars, who are referred to in denigration in the Talmud because they were homosexual or bisexual. True, the Romans, bunch of Bati boys, which is Esau, Edom, and because they were not hereditary. Okay, no, not that. Let's see. Well, here's a piece of it. Rome is thus referred to as Kingdom of Esau, sons of Esau. Okay, so they know that they are the Edomites, man. Okay, it speaks about Idumea. When it speaks about Idumea, it's talking about the so-called white man. Okay, Greek Idumea for Edom, man. All right. let's go back real quick. Let me check something out. What is it? Let me go ahead and close on now. The point is made. Yep, here it is. Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Okay? Mount Seir, Esau is Edom. Alright? So, when it speaks about Esau, Edom, or it mentions Seir, it's talking about the Edomites. Who are the Edomites? The Romans, the so-called white people. They're going to pay, man. Okay? Alright? And that's pretty much it on that, man. Lord willing, that this was edifying. I'm going to play that one more time. Close on out.
We have lack of knowledge because the school systems failed us, and they was generated to fail us.
What's your best answer to that problem?
Oh, the scriptures
are the same thing. That's it. The same thing. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. It says, if any man, 16, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go.
You should have kept going.
What does it mean? You know scripture. Read that again. Read that. That's exactly what it says. What does it mean? Yeah. People cause a person to be in captivity, they will be captive. So,
perfect.
Will your people go into slavery? Okay, you understand. I'll come back.
Call Allah, Yahweh, Shim El Shai, Bashim Hakudash Brakathum. Yahweh, this was edifying to the elect. Shalom, above the ball.